Hey guys, here we are, week 6 of my 12-week challenge, officially halfway through. First things first, my new computer that I do all of my video editing and everything on crashed yesterday. So if you do watch some of my recipe videos, they're not going to be there for a week or two, possibly. My husband's working on it. He's a software engineer, and this is what he does. And he goes, "What did you do?" I'm like, "I didn't do anything." I have no idea what happened, but it's a brand new computer crash. He said that my files were saved, but it's going to take some time getting it back up to where I can get back in there and finish editing, because I was actually editing the vegan mac and cheese video and some banana oatmeal bars, and I just made some pancakes this morning. I've had a hankering for pancakes lately, and I took my regular, my standard recipe for fluffy buttermilk pancakes, and I just made some adjustments to make some vegan plant-based pancakes. And I used oat flour to get some fiber. They're definitely heavier than usual, but my daughter, she's super picky about anything that's healthy. She ate 3 of them. My son ate 2 of them. I ate 3 of them. I love them, and they are probably going to be our new family pancake. Now, my husband hasn't tried them yet, so he'll probably be like, "What is this?" Anyway, so for this week, I'm starting back with weight training, because one of the things that I have noticed, my physical therapist was telling me to lay off on the weight training there for a little while because of my shoulder. But one of the things that I have noticed, even though I've been going 4, 5, 6 miles at a time whenever I go on my route, I'm getting soft in the midsection, and that started whenever I stopped weight training. And everything that I have learned over years and years and years of studying all of this stuff is that my metabolism, and I notice this whenever I start strength training using weights and everything, my metabolism skyrockets immediately. I mean, immediately. And of course, if you don't already know this, strength training and building muscle, that's what speeds up your metabolism, because the more muscle you have on your body, the more calories you burn while you sleep. Talk about working smarter. So, anyway, that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. I'm actually getting ready to do that in a few minutes, is go ahead and do some upper body workout. I'm going to do some push-ups and the motions for pull-ups, because I can't actually do a pull-up yet, but I am working on it. And of course, taking several weeks, actually a month off from weight training has definitely put a damper on that. So got to get back on track. And let's see. Oh, improvement with endurance. So going out on my routes, I have seen a huge improvement with my endurance, with my heart rate. So what I've been doing is, I think I mentioned this in the last video, I didn't let my heart rate get up to over 150 before I slowed down to a walk. But I'm telling you, like, my heart rate goes down super fast now. I mean, it blows my mind how fast it goes down. I look down at my watch, I'm like, oh, it's at 105 already. Okay, I need to pick it back up. And that's amazed me. My resting heart rate has always been between 60 and 65. And out of curiosity, yesterday morning when I got up and I was sitting there and I put on my watch and I was drinking my water before I went on my route, it's like, you know what? I wonder what my resting heart rate is now. And it was between 48 and 50. And I'm just sitting there going, holy cow. So when I was looking up heart rates, for the average person, it's between 60 and 100 beats per minute. And when you're really fit, then it, drops down. It gets a little bit lower whenever you get really fit. And although I still can't run 4 or 5 miles straight without stop, well, I probably could, but I'd be pushing my heart rate too much, and I'm trying to train smart instead of being crazy about this. Although, I mean, crazy is definitely a word that you could use to describe me in a way. I don't know, normal crazy. Let's see. Oh yes, so I have been pushing too hard with going too much as far as my routes, because I've been going every day, and So anyway, I'm gonna, now that I'm getting back into strength training, I'm gonna alternate, but it's my midsection has definitely gotten softer, even though I'm doing all this endurance training. Since I cut out the strength training, my midsection is getting softer, and I'm getting ready to go on vacation. I don't want a soft midsection if I'm going on vacation. I prefer not to have that, but so that's the goal for this week with the weight training, strength training, gone over endurance, gotten all that. Oh, yes. So, the biggest thing that I'm working on mentally is my mindset. My mindset my whole life has been fixed. If you don't know the difference between fixed mindset and growth mindset, I highly recommend reading about it. It's actually very fascinating. A fixed mindset, basically, I grew up thinking I'm not smart enough, I'm not talented enough, I'm not lucky enough, so I'll never succeed. And, instead of looking at a situation and saying, okay, I learned from my mistakes, I'm going to grow, I've been pretty bad at dwelling on mistakes and having regrets and just like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. And of course, if I could go back and live my life all over again, my life would be completely different. But at the same time, I've learned from so many of the mistakes that I've made throughout my life, and it has made me a better person, and I'm growing. And it's kind of funny now because then I look back at some of the stuff that I've done when I was younger, and I'm like, oh God, no wonder people couldn't stand to be around me. Although the ones that have stuck around, thank you, I love you. And so yeah, I've just been working on that a good bit. I've been reading a book by David Goggins called Can't Hurt Me. This dude is extreme. I mean, you look up extreme in the dictionary and that's going to be him. But one of the biggest things that I've taken away from his book is that you have control over your life, your mind. Stop making excuses. If, you need to change something in your life, do it. Don't just sit there and make excuses of why you can't. Start moving in the direction of where you can. So there's my motivational speech for today. I have been feeling a little foggy, like brain foggy lately. I'm not sure what's going on with there. A little bit of sinus congestion. I could be fighting off some kind of virus that I don't know that I have. Who knows? Other than that, I feel good. And as long as I'm moving, I feel great. But anyway, so that is week 6 update. Don't have any food cravings here other than the pancakes. I've been wanting the pancakes, and I fulfilled that craving this morning, and they were fantastic. So now I'm going to have to make like a double batch and freeze them so I can have them on hand, especially since the kids like them, because that is a healthier breakfast option. They love pancakes. I love pancakes. Who doesn't like pancakes? So anyway, that is it for week 6, halfway through. So I will see you next week.